When you chose to go against us that day, Peter, you were the one who had given up. You didn't try taking a shot and made your chances go down to 0. The two of them looked around the abandoned well. In the center was a giant machine used to draw water. It had rusted, and just from looking at it, you could tell it hadn't been used in a while. In the desert, before Quinn had even reached the red zone, he could hear the sounds of people getting closer to him. His vision wasn't as great in the sunlight. It was about the only thing that was still affected while in the sun, but his hearing was always top-notch. "Who sent you?" Quinn said without turning around. "That's none of your business now, is it?" one of the students said. "Now you better listen to what we say or else." "Or else what?" Quinn said as he turned. "I'm sorry some people think I'm a bit slow." The students then lifted up their watches to each reveal their levels. One was a level 4 student, and the other 2 level 3s. "I hope you understand," the level 4 user said. "Oh, I see. Because you're a higher level than me, I should be scared now, right? I should obey everything you do, because I don't want to be hurt." Skill active Shadow Void. Suddenly, from underneath Quinn's feet, his shadow started to spread. It grew and grew until it encompassed a large area in complete darkness. The shadows that formed the walls were continually moving. From the outside, it looked like a giant cloud storm. Quinn then tapped his watch 3 times and lifted it up for them to see. The number had changed. He was now a level 6. Vorden stood there, standing in the sand. He hadn't moved for a few seconds now, and his head was facing the floor. From the top of his head, a trickle of blood was dripping down onto his forehead, and little by little, droplets would fall to the ground. "Why is the boss just standing there?" Lippy asked. The truth was, Berg couldn't explain it himself. Something about the person he was facing a few seconds ago had suddenly changed. He felt the same presence as when he was just about to face one of the elders in his own family. Then, for the first time since being beaten to the floor, Vorden had moved. He lifted his hand and wiped the blood away before staring at it on his sleeve. "You guys said you would protect me." "Hey, don't look at me, Syl," Rayton said. "Vorden was the one who got knocked out before I could even do anything." "Maybe it's time for a change," Syl said. "What, and leave this person in charge?" Vorden argued. "If you do this, you will be lonelier than before. Even Quinn won't stay by your side." "Quinn. Ah, yes, Quinn," Syl said as he looked around at where he was. "I don't see any Quinn." "This will be good," Rayton said. "Hey, Syl, that man in front of you is hiding Quinn from us." Syl then looked at Berg up and down and started to walk towards him, but his face wasn't peaceful or anything. It was like that of a demon. The anger could be felt, the emotion, everything. Berg could feel it just coming from his face. "Stay back!" Berg shouted as he covered his forearms and fist in flames once again. As Syl took another step forward, Berg was at his limit and knew he needed to attack now. Placing both hands together, he started to fire a pillar of flames from his hand like a flamethrower. As the fire came towards him, Syl swung his hands, lifting a pile of sand with it and dropping it straight on the flames, causing it to extinguish. "When did he get my ability?" Layla said, watching the fight. "And why is it stronger than mine? I could never lift that amount of sand." "Vorden's ability is strange," Aaron said, "but if I remember correctly, he could control 2 abilities. Perhaps it has something to do with that?" Seeing this, Berg too was shocked. He had thought Vorden was just someone who had learnt the family secret, maybe tortured one of their members into teaching it to them. But now suddenly he was using another ability. But how was this possible? While Berg was shocked by the whole thing, he started to feel an icy presence climb up from his feet. "What is this?" he said as he saw his 2 legs freezing. In an instant, he activated the fire to cover his legs, causing it to melt the ice. But all Syl wanted to do was stall him for a second or so as he formed an ice spear and threw it directly at his shoulder.
To watch more episodes of my vampire system, follow Pocket FM Fantasy Chronicles. You can watch the next episode here in the playlist.